many Chongqing locals. No matter its beautiful landscape or its high-quality education, Chongqing citizens have enough experiences to enjoy that. However, many don't know that the relationship between Chongqing and Canada actually goes far beyond that.
So the history of Canada and the consulate here is actually quite interesting. So this is where it all started for Canada, actually. This was the place we first had an embassy. But more interesting than that in Chongqing was the Canadian presence before the government came, and that's the missionaries. And they established hospitals and schools. Canada's history in Chongqing and in southwest China goes far beyond the government's placement here. More recently, we established this consulate a little more than 20 years ago. And we're the first country in the world to establish a consulate in the new Chongqing.
Mr. Jeff David came to Chongqing for the first time in 2008. 3 years ago, he took office as the Consul General of Canada to Chongqing. From his perspective, except the historical relationship between Chongqing and Canada, Chongqing holds a lot of interesting and meaningful stories to tell.
I would say that Chongqing has developed in the general sense, just like every city in China has developed, but it's kept a lot of its purely southwestern China traditions. So things like the food, things like the hot pot, even the language. It's obvious that there's a much deeper traditional culture here than in other cities in China. The geography of the city hasn't changed. It's still hilly. It's still a challenging place to get up and down.
Mountains around the city remain the same, while the city has undergone great transformation. After 70 years' development, Chongqing no longer appears as the same as the one in the Canadian missionary's eye, and it is even very different from the one the Mr. Consul General first saw 10 years ago.
So a lot of significant things have happened here over the years. A stronger Canadian presence with bigger companies, some specializing in auto parts and things where Canada has strength come through here. Linamar is one, and Magna is another one. Magna is everywhere in China, Linamar is here.
Linamar is a world-prominent automotive manufacturer from Canada. In 2017, it set up its factory in Chongqing. Except Linamar's business strategy.
Linamar's strategy in China is that we wanted to have presence in all major areas. We already had presence in the Shanghai area, which is Wuxi, and we have a plant in Tianjin, which is closer to Beijing. So we had no presence in this area because there are automotive manufacturers here. So we wanted some presence in this area as well. So as soon as we got a chance with Ford, that is when we decided to make a plant here. Now we have presence here as well. So we can serve this area from Chongqing.
There are many factors about Chongqing that attract its investment here.
The other thing is that the government, local government, so when we asked for land here, so we got a good deal and we got a lot of support from the local government to start up a plant. And they still support us with all of our needs. So all of that put together, it made conditions good for us to come in and start up a plant here.
Opening up is critical for Chongqing's success. Chongqing is competing with other areas of interest in China as well as the rest of the world. So the more it can be open on a policy basis to providing opportunities to top-level companies to come here, the more it can build that ecosystem for more people to want to come here. So we're excited about that. As long as Chongqing continues to keep opening up, it'll be a positive trajectory, I think.